Yo guys, welcome back to Cryptoria. Today I'm going to be covering Kadena, but before I do, I'll appreciate if you like, subscribe and turn on bell notifications so you know when I upload. And with that being said, let's get into this video. So I will be going over what Kadena is in a sec. So I just want to cover in terms of where the price is at the moment. So Kadena, ticker name being KAD, current ranking is doing really well at the moment in the top 60. I will be going both WhitePaper and the website later on today as well. Current price is down nearly 10% over the last 24 hours, unfortunately. Currently circling just over that $20 mark. Current market cap is over $3.2 billion and the circulating volume is over 96 million. Going over the chart very briefly, it was circling from those lows around 33 cents. It did have a massive surge to around that $2.05, so it was doing really well, so around that $2.50, and then did a massive surge all the way up to around that $22 mark. So it did do a massive gain. If you did pick up down here early on this year, you would have made some substantial gain all the way to around that $22 mark, until it is at the moment around that $20 mark. In terms of where you guys can buy it, definitely the best place being on KuCoin, as you could trade against the USDT, but you could trade against Bittrex and CoinEX as well, with the other sort of currency as well if you want to trade against BATC as well. So guys, I will be jumping over onto the white paper now. So I've jumped over onto the white paper where it does illustrate what Kadena is. So the overview of Kadena, why Kadena matters, the vision. So Kadena was founded on the idea that blockchain could revolutionize how the world interacts and transacts. But to get mass adoption, chain technology and the ecosystem connecting to the business world needed to be reimagined from the ground up. Our founders built a proprietary chain architecture and created the tools to make blockchain work for business at speed, scale and energy efficiency previously thought unachievable. So behind their tech, prior to the launch of Kadena in 2016, our founders were already leaders in blockchain and cryptocurrency solutions. Stuart Popejoy led JP Morgan's emerging blockchain group. Will Martino was recruited from his role as the tech lead of SEC Cryptocurrency Steering Committee. Together, Stuart and Will built JP Morgan's first blockchain known as JPM Coin. Kadena's advisory team consists of experts such as Dr. Stuart Haber, the co-inventor of blockchain and the most cited author Satoshi Nakamoto, renowned 2008 Bitcoin white paper. So that's just a bit about what Kadena is. In terms of what the actual KDA token does, KDA is a digital currency that is used to pay for compute and Kadena public chain. Similarly to the ETH on Ethereum, KDA on Kadena is the manner by which miners are compensated for mining blocks on their network and is the transaction fee that users pay in order to have their transactions included in the block. So what is Kadena's token economic model? So Kadena's token economic model describes the total supply, liquidity schedule, allocation and platform reserve use of KDA. A full text of KDA's token economic model is here, so if you guys want to check that out, go ahead as well, and the recent updates here as well. So what is the token supply of the Kadena token? The total supply is fixed at 1 billion tokens to be mined over 120 years. So the total number of token circulation, so you go ahead and check out their common model as well. But in terms of the coin circulation, you can see from here all the way up to 2121. So it is quite a long time ago away as well. So it's pretty much a lifetime sort of thing as well. In terms of the token supply allocated, you can see 20% is on platform, 7% is on investors and others, 3% is on contributors and 70% is on miners. So if you want to see how you can get KDA, there is a guide there as well. So guys, I will be jumping over onto the website now. So before I jump over onto the price analysis and prediction, which I think, I do want to go over the website. So Kadena, build the future on Kadena, built without compromise. Kadena makes blockchain work for everyone. Our ecosystem provides the security of Bitcoin, virtually free gas, unparalleled throughput and smarter contracts. Plug us in, deploy and scale. So smarter, safe contracts. So Pack makes designing safer smart contracts effortless. Whether you're writing your first contract or launch your 50th D app, by automatically detecting bugs, Pack frees you from the exploits you face on Ethereum and other unsafe platforms. No cost transactions. While we offer marginal transaction fees for consumers, we've gone a step further in introducing the first crypto gas station to allow businesses to eliminate all transaction fees for their customers, thus removing a key barrier to mass adoption for dApps. So guys, this is a huge one right here, just especially, if you go and you want to, do some sort of things with your cryptocurrency, there's always that sort of gas fees that you need to pay as well, especially on Ethereum. Mainnet is absolutely horrific jumping on that as well. So this is a huge step forward as well in order to get, the gas fees absolutely removed or to be quite low, especially, on this platform as well. So this is huge right here. The other one is, well, energy efficient at scale. As network demand increases, Kadena's energy use remains constant. Its unique architecture makes it the only platform that can deliver increased energy efficiency as TPS, transactions per second scales. Proven security. Our founders' experience at JP Morgan revealed the limitations of existing blockchain solutions. To solve for the security and throughput demands of financial services clients, Kadena runs a proof of work which is reliable, secure, and battle hardened. So that's another step forward as well in terms of industrial scalability. Unlike other platforms, Kadena is designed to power global financial systems. Our protocol continues to scale to higher TPS, so transactions per second, as more chains are added to the network. So these are like the 5 key points in terms of what Kadena is for. So our partners are your products. Kadena is working with other platforms you know and trust to give you unlimited options. Whatever your project is, interoperability, third-party integration, or infrastructure, our ecosystem can deliver. So here is a bit about where you could go. So such big things such as Polkadot, Metro, Ledger, and so on. So your partners are your products. So this is another step forward as well. So the complete package, Kadena is the only platform offering a complete decentralized infrastructure. Your team gets a full capability of cryptos with the tools to go from concept to launch in days instead of months. So this is huge. If you have a vision, guys, and you want to use their sort of platform and tools, this is good, especially if you launch in days rather than months. As you know, crypto does take a lot of time to even conform into something, so this is something huge. So obviously there's DeFi, NFT, and payments, interop and relays, governance, and engineered for real world use. So there's a bit about each one right now. You can build now, bond now, read more, and you contribute to the DAO as well. So in terms of latest news, there is a bit about there as well, and in terms of live roadmap as well, you go ahead and check out their community as well, guys. So this is just about their website, very brief, but it does tell you a lot about what Kadena is about. So guys, I will be jumping over onto the price analysis now. So guys, yes, what everyone's been waiting for, the price analysis. So I've marked out on the monthly time frame the all-time high, which is around that $28.60. So it did have that massive spike this month, in fact, all the way up to that high, and it was circulating between that 33 cent around there, and it was ranging between that 33 cent around those lows, around that region to around that $2 region, and you can see it has been ranging ever since then. So if you did pick up around this region and got all the way up to here, massive gains to you guys, especially if you picked up down here. You would have made nice, very nice profits at the moment. So I did mark out these zones. As I said, this is that support formed around that 33 cent region, around that level, and that resistance level around that $2 region here. And in the last couple of months, you can see this month, last month, the month before, that last month before down here, it did smash between that resistance level, so it did finish above. So this should be an indication for you guys as well. If you wanted to pick this up, this would have been a nice area to pick up from here, especially these last 2 months has been completely bullish. That massive from $2 all the way up to like 28, you would have made around that, that 10x gain roughly, if more than that, in fact. So you would have made a nice around 15x, let's say, from there until there. Especially if you picked up there, would have been nice. Obviously, if you picked up down here earlier this year, you would have made very nice gains to where it is at the moment. So that's just a quick overview of the monthly. Even again, jumping onto monthly again, you can see I have drawn out this Fibonacci level just to show you guys it might be a massive retracement back down to around that $10 to $12 region around this place. If you guys do want to pick it up, of course you can pick it up now and dollar cost average it all the way up to the new all-time highs and so on, especially with upcoming projects coming up and upcoming news. This might turn out to be completely wrong. So it might, as I said, one scenario could just be as you can see, just go completely up, creating new highs as well, going towards that $30, $35 and $40 onwards, or as I said, might retrace back down towards this Fibonacci level around that $10 to $12 mark before creating level of supports and going back up towards that high initially before smashing that, creating level of supports again, and then going towards that, you know, new all-time high, $30, $40, $50 onwards. So that's just another scenario down here as well. Jumping onto weekly now, it really does show you and illustrate what has been happening. So early this year until where it is at the moment, it has been ranging, as you can see, has been ranging between, you know, that 33-cent level, as I said, to around that $2, and has been ranging ever since then. Really, it has been no volume around here at the moment, literally no volume. So if you did pick up here, you'd have probably not seen enough gains until very recently. So you can see it has been very rangy, but obviously if you've been holding all the way until now, you are laughing, you know, you've been a very good profits at the moment. So you can see in this red box I marked, it's a ranging zone. So it's been ranging for all this time, and ever since then, you can see here this broken out of that ranging zone. If anything, it broken out around here. You can see the range was around here, but I did mark it out here just because these weekly candles were very weak. There wasn't really much volume between those weekly candles over here. So this week is particularly down here, you know, a couple of weeks ago, this completely smashed and did create a nice level of support here as well, around that $6 region. You can see created a nice level of support, and you can see it has completely went all the way up, completely up to that $28 region there. So I did mark out that high here, and there was that massive low here as well. You can see that massive rejection on that last week. There was that nice high, and then there was a nice low as well. So a lot of people must have sold when they saw that nice new all-time high here, and obviously there was a lot of people who pumped up to there as well, but there was that massive rejection all the way here. So a lot of people who, you know, took out profits here, they must have taken that nice massive, you know, that massive dump all the way back down to that $12 region is where that low was here. So you can see this might completely get filled up as well. A lot of people might look at it and think, oh, you know, there's a massive sell opportunity here, so they might sell it back down to here, completely fill that wick up as well, or it might completely fill up this week as well. People want to buy in, especially whereas at the moment it is a good time to buy over here as well. So that's just another scenario as well. Jumping again, so this is the daily time frame. I have marked out here that minor little range that was happening here, very minor range happening on last week. You can see there was that range here, and this candle here has broken that range. So if you did pick up there around the $8 region, you would have made a nice, you know, a quick 3x gains all the way up to there. Especially, you know, you can see clearly it was in range, broken out the range, take a buy opportunity here, and you would have made nice gains all the way there. So I marked out these zones, that strong level of support, strong level of resistance. You can see now it has broken that resistance here. It does look like it has retested it in this candle here. This daily candle here, it does started off bullish. At the moment, it doesn't seem like it's going to end like that, especially at the moment it is down 10% of the last 24 hours. It might retest it again. It needs to create a level of support now in order for it to go back up towards these highs. So if it does, it should create a level of supports again around that $20 region, and then go back up towards that high, maybe breaking it again, maybe creating another level of support around here, going back up towards a new high, or it might completely break that level of resistance here and completely go down here and range between around that $15 to around that $20 region. You can see here this little section here was ranging here between these 2 days, and this third day over here has smashed above that resistance. So that is what it looks like. It's either going to be ranging before, you know, breaking again that resistance level, creating supports and going back up, or the third scenario, of course, just completely breaking that and completely breaking these supports, going back down towards this range over here around that $6, $7 region. So it might do this as well. So A, B, and C, those are the three scenarios which I think is going to be happening. And in terms of loss analysis that I did create as well, this is on the 4-hour time frame. So there is this downward channels at the moment, and as you guys know, for downward channels, it does do this sort of pattern, A, B, C, D sort of pattern, and then it does smash up towards that. So when it goes down, it normally tends to go back up. So I did draw out this as well. So I did think it will break above, create supports again, retesting that channel before going back up to those highs initially. This is just short-term play, and in terms of this as well, there's the A scenario and the B scenario is either completely breaking that channel in this way, you know, it doesn't actually have to obey it or anything, and then creating that test level around that trend line there, and then going back up to this support level here. This very strong support level around that $16 mark is what I'm thinking. So those is the scenarios, guys. These are all the scenarios which I think might be happening with Kadena in the long term and in the short term as well. So I'm going to wrap this video up here. Let me know what you guys think, what you think about this project as well, and in terms of where you think price is heading to. So I will be wrapping up this video. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, and turn on bell notification for all future videos. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video.